So I've always been a doodler. I've always drawn and doodled and just scratched around on paper. And then throughout middle school and high school, I was always just doodling for notes. I was never in like an art class that wasn't mandatory, but I would just doodle and cartoon in my notes, and I think that's where I developed my style. When you get to college, a thing that you don't notice, or a thing that you don't think about, I guess, is that college is very boring most of the time. So you spend a lot of the time on the internet, and something that's really huge on the internet are comics and drawings. And I would see a lot of them, and I would laugh, but because my background is humor, I would also think, well, I can do that. So I decided to start doing it. When I started drawing on this kind of weird site, DeviantArt, and I met a few people through there, never in person because they're very strange. Through them I kind of got an idea to make my own website, which was just like a humor drawing website where I would combine kind of writing just regular humor essays with illustrating comics to go along with them. The site name that I chose, which I regret now, it was Underwater Breeding Apparatus. So I guess my junior year was really when I tried to start combining my illustrations with what I was doing at school, which is journalism. And for Hofstra Pulse magazine, I wrote this kind of humorous science piece about what would come after humans died or left Earth. So first I submitted that to the Long Island SPJ Awards, which is the Society of Professional Journalists. And I won the feature writing category, and I came in second in the overall humor category. Basically, this website, Thought Catalog, reached out and said that they wanted to republish it. So I wrote probably like a dozen things for them for like 6 months. So basically through Thought Catalog and through my internship, I've met a bunch of people with other humor websites. And I've started drawing comics for some of them. My friend Paul Laderio does a blog called Shit Rough Drafts. I worked with him at Mashable for a while, and he basically does these mock-up drafts of famous books or movies. You know, if you think about it, 100 years ago, if your piece of art or whatever got seen by 1 million people, it basically meant you are the most famous artist in the world. And today, if your piece of art gets seen by 1 million people, it really just means that somebody stole it and put it on Reddit. Which is kind of interesting, you know, you don't really think about that. So with illustration, with cartooning, basically it's an outlet for my humor. So I'd really like to get a physical copy of it in my hands, you know, so a book would be awesome. That's probably not going to happen on my own, but with other people, I might have a chance.